people. I'm on my way up to Dundalk. It's a town close to the border with Northern Ireland, on the east coast of Ireland. And as you can see out there, it's a pretty shitty day today. Rain is supposed to be today and tomorrow. Yesterday was lovely and sunny, but that's the way the weather goes here in Ireland. Anyway, I'm going up here to get the COVID-19 vaccine today. So you're all welcome to come along for a spin. So I think I'm getting the Pfizer vaccine. So yeah. So this is it, my friends. In May the 20th in Ireland, it's doing a lot of rain, a lot of cloud in the sky today. Made it here. I'm half an hour too early, so I'm just going to sit in the car here and wait. Now that looks like a day that you'd find in the middle of the winter, isn't it? I mean, the car is shaking here, the wind and the rain. I'd love a cup of tea. Well, that's the COVID-19 vaccine finished. I have to say, very well organised. Very well organised. I say once I got in to get the jab, I was in and out within, I'd say, 3 minutes. Military precision, I would say. My ID was checked 3 times on the way in, 3 times, and then you have to wait 15 minutes after the injection just to make sure you're okay. So yeah, that's me playing my part in the trying to eradicate this disease from the world. So now I'm going to go into Costa here for a cup of tea or coffee, or if you have takeaways in here, or a little snack. What do you do? I see a man gone in there now. Right, so just after getting a nice Costa cup of tea there, and I got a thing, it's chicken, a little chicken kind of a wrap thing here. So yeah, to tell you one thing, it's very cold out there. It's cold, and yeah. So yeah, go back to the vaccine thing. I had it in the Fairways Hotel there, just behind me here. I didn't realise they demolished the old hotel and after rebuilding a brand new one. So that's where it was done, and there is a kind of there's a Super Value supermarket there, but that's brand new too. So I'm just here on the south side of Dundalk city, or centre, town, not a city, town. So yeah, and look what I got here. I got they give you a badge, HSE. It says I got my COVID-19 vaccine. I'm not going to wear it, no way. So I'll have this cup of tea now, and then I'll head on back home. Well, I'm on my way home now. I'm not going back home the motorway. I'm going back, this would have been the old main road if you were going from, say, Dundalk or from the border with Northern Ireland towards Dublin. And of course, like all those roads way back then, you would go through villages and towns like this one. This is called Castle Bellingham here. Castle Bellingham. And in there is Castle Bellingham Castle Hotel. I don't know if it's still a hotel, but they used to do weddings and stuff in there, in that hotel. So as I said, this is used to be the main road from, if you were travelling to the north to Belfast, really, from Dublin city, and all the traffic would have to go through all these villages and towns on your way to Dublin. And this road was also the scene of many fatal accidents in cars, unfortunately. Castle Bellingham. Speed ramps. Yeah, so I had to drive about 30 miles to that vaccination centre in Dundalk, right? And yet my local town of Drogheda is only about 4, maybe 4.5 miles from where I live. But I heard one of the nurses in that vaccination centre there saying that they're opening up a vaccination centre now in Drogheda. It'll be open 3 days a week. So I think from next week. So I was wondering why I had to drive all the way up to Dundalk. Here's a guy pulling out in the road in front of me, look. Dickhead. You dickhead! Jesus Christ. They wrecked me head, right? That guy seen me coming from about a quarter of a mile back, right? And he's looking and looking, and then he pulls out in the road in front of me. And not only does he pull out in the road in front of me, look at him. He's doing about 28 miles an hour. Gobshite. Look, and now he's indicating to go right up here. He's only after going right. A couple of 100 yards down the road, right? And he couldn't wait. Plonker. Oh, Jesus. It's a nice house there. Very nice. Not a bad house in there either. And the rain keeps falling. It's crazy to think that this was the main road from Dublin to Belfast. Crazy. No wonder there was crashes on this road because of the twists and turns and dangerous bends and stuff. Now I'm coming in through the village, I suppose, or I wouldn't really call it a town, I call it a village of Dunleer. D-U-N-L-E-E-R. On a rainy day in the month of May. Where's that woman going? She wants to turn, I think. Car's coming that way. Think I can go. Snitchy's Barber Shop there, it's called. Right, and yeah, so this is Dunleer. Brennan's bread. The advertisement on TV for that bread is Brennan's bread today. It's not bad bread actually. Brennan's bread. The rain is starting to get heavy again. I know I'm after saying it about 10 times, but isn't it just crazy to think that this was the main road from Dublin if you were heading to Belfast? Crazy. Just back there on the left is the Monster Bikes Inn, right? I know it's still not open now because of the restrictions on the pandemic, but they are saying, I think in either next month, June or July, you'll be able to go back to indoor eating. I think so, right? But anyway, that's the Monasterboice Inn. I'd highly recommend that place. Highly recommend it. It's just the north side of the town of Drogheda, and it's a little gold mine. For if you want to get food, you know, a good dinner. Check it out, the Monasterboice Inn. Another dickhead, look. Like, a dickhead, right? I'm doing the speed limit here. I'm coming down this hill at actually 59 miles an hour. It's a 60 miles an hour stretch here. And there's you can see there's a double white line here in parts, and he overtakes in the rain. Dickhead. So now I'm in the town of Drogheda, and just coming up onto the North Road, it's called here now, right? It's still the main road from Belfast to Dublin, and there's traffic lights here now that you have to go through. So this is what it was like before the motorway was built. You had to go through all these villages, all these towns, traffic congestion, traffic lights, and now we have the motorway. Now I'm just crossing over it's called the Bridge of Peace, across the River Boyne. And how they came to that name was, I think it was back in the 70s. Remember the troubles in Northern Ireland? Well, anyway, there was two women from both sides of the community, one a Protestant, one a Catholic, and they were marching for peace, right? And it worked out for a while, and then it went back to the violence again. But anyway, they came down here, I think, made a speech on that bridge, and so they named it the Bridge of Peace. Useless information. It's a shit day, my friends. It's a shit day. Haha, grand. Oh. Now I have just crossed the border into County Meath, which is my county. I'm after coming from the smallest county in Ireland, County Louth, and just back there is where you cross the border line between the two counties, Louth and Meath. Personally speaking, borders of any kind are really are bullshit, really. That's just my opinion. Borders are bullshit, and countries are bullshit. And you can say, how come countries are bullshit? No, I don't know. What are you talking about? Look, I'll point you like this, right? I'm around a bit here now. You're taught in school about, say, in geography, right? You're told countries, continents, the continents of the world. You're told about the oceans of the world, the lakes and the rivers, right? You're told all that, right? So it's indoctrinated into you. Blah blah blah. That's Africa. That's North America. That's Asia. That's Australia. Blah blah blah, right? But here's the thing, right? If you went up on the International Space Station, which is approximately, say, 237 miles above the Earth, travelling around the Earth at 17,500 miles an hour, and you looked out the window at the amazing Earth, right? What do you see? You'll see blue, you'll see the clouds, and you'll see the oceans and the continents, right? But in your head, you look down, you won't see letters saying Africa, Europe, North and South Atlantic, the Pacific Ocean, right? You just see water and you see landmass, right? That's all you see, because that's exactly what it is. It's H2O and it's land, right? And we, as a people who live in this place, right, or have evolved into this place, right, have made up all this bullshit, territorial pissance, borders and countries and flags and nationalistic flag waving bullshit that causes wars. And, you know, call me simplistic, but I think nobody owns the earth, nobody, right? And and as a human being, everybody should be entitled to travel anywhere they goddamn want, without having to go through border checks and immigration bullshit and all that crack. You know what I mean? Although, look, I said to you that's a simplistic maybe, but that's the way I feel about it. I don't like wrapping myself around in flags. I don't give a shit whether I'm Irish, British, Chinese, Japanese, from Myanmar, or even shithole Saudi Arabia, or whatever the hell it is. As long as I'm being treated properly and the people around me are being treated properly, right, with dignity and equality, right, that's really all that matters, you know. But we just been indoctrinated from birth into different cultures, and we don't seem to think outside the box, right? We're kind of, oh, look at them and this is me, and, you know, God bless America, or our crappy national anthem, or the English one, God save the Queen. Just God save the Queen. Do you know what I mean? And I'll die for my country, and I'll die for my country, and oh, look at, sorry, gone off on a big ramble there, bullshit ramble. Anyway, that's just me thinking. My sister is here, so I'll just leave my car outside on the roadway here. She's just blocking the gate me there for getting in. Right, so that was my little trip to Dundalk. Dundalk, D-U-N-D-A-L-K. It's the border town, not too far from crossing the border into Northern Ireland, right? So that's where I had to go to get my vaccination. Anyway, that's that done and dusted. So thanks for coming along for the spin, my friends. Thanks very much. Have a guess what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have a nice cup of tea. Actually, I'm going to have a lovely cup of tea. Right, people, take care. Another crappy, stupid, boring, mundane video, but sure, this is what you do when the weather is shit. I could be taking drugs, couldn't I? Instead of make these crappy videos. So anyway, take care, people. Enjoy your day wherever you are, and I hope it's nice and sunny wherever you are at the minute. And I think we're to have one more day of this rain weather in the month of May, and it's supposed to improve then after that. So anyway, take care, people. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.